SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com / nothing left to do but win. This is Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast, episode 58. We got a very special episode here. I'm gonna bring up my co-host, the hostess with the mostest. What's up? How you doing? How you doing?
Wonderful. You know what? Before we even get started, we got beef a little bit. I just checked the YouTube link and you spelled my name wrong.
Oh man, well luckily we can edit things. And I always I always butcher that part in the verbiage. And
you put an addition H.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's heavy. 2 H's. We're gonna make them an excuse for why that is why it is. Pardon me. I love you to death. Also joining us off the rip from the jump, the infamous. Oh, if you're on Facebook, you know who this is. If you from Jersey and you on Facebook, you know who this is. Not only does he have an
controversial,
yeah, Mr. Controversy himself, Big Sleep is in the building.
You already.
That's your new name, Mr. Controversy.
Mr. himself.
Hey, I've been called worse, so that's good.
All right. Without further ado, Rahseedah has an arsenal of clips here that were discussed on the Ladies' Night pod. And I'm gonna be B Mike, and I'm gonna pass and yield the floor to Rahseedah.
So y'all know we talk about a lot of things, and these are a few of the clips that we had a lot of interest and discussion on. And I want to start with this because both of you are fathers. So I would love your take on this one here.
Or is you 18-year-old daughter gotta go. She been sneaking dudes in my house, and I've been watching her from my cameras. Is you listening to what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. She has to go. I want to walk around freely. I want to walk around freely sometimes. I can't even do that. Cause your daughter here. She too grown to be living with us. And plus, I'm a man, man. Like I can't have no 18-year-old got the same shape as my wife. I'm a man. I know what I like. She gotta go. I'm not playing. She has to go. She has to go. I'm sorry. She has to go. Y'all both got the same shape almost. She gotta go. She gotta get up out of here. She just have to leave.
So there's about a minute and a half more of them going back and forth of why the daughter had to leave. But the thing that struck me the most was he said, she's shaped like my wife and I can't have her in here.
Wow.
And I heard everything else he said. But what are your thoughts?
Sleep, you want to go first? You want to take this one, brother?
Yeah, it just means that he's like sexually attracted to her, and I don't know. He be looking at her sexually, and I guess it's bothering him, but he got to go. Fuck that. Like that's crazy. He's a whole creep. So that's totally unacceptable. For real.
To piggyback off what you said, kind of the first thing I noticed was, all right, his first reason was a strong enough reason to hold an argument if that's what you wanted. It seemed like the first reason was just something to start the conversation, but his real reason was the second thing he spoke about, super creepy, and that's why I feel like it's a slippery slope whenever you're in those situations. All right, so my question to you would be like, how could he have voiced that? If that's what that man was feeling, how could he have voiced that? Or is there no way to voice that?
He could have, from the beginning, said how he was feeling. Because the only way to really say that is to just say it. Like, listen, I'm a little too tempted with your daughter here. I would rather her not be here. Like that's the only thing he could have really said, because in that moment, it felt creepy. I don't think it's any way that could not be creepy, but
No, but even saying too tempted that's wrong too. So what you mean you tempted by my daughter?
that's why
Yeah,
I say there's no way you can say that to make it not sound as creepy as it was.
Right.
It's when I saw that, I just was like, and
I
what
put it.
bothered me, go ahead.
No, I want to go after you. Go ahead. Sound like you was hitting a point.
What bothered me the most is, like I said, that's like that video like 3 minutes long. But if you watch the rest of the clip, she's trying to explain to him why the daughter should be able to stay, instead of realizing that it's not just time for her to go, it's time for us to go.
Right.
Like, we got to get up out of here, because that ain't okay at all. Because now
I feel as though if the daughter was to try to come at him, he would try to take it.
Yeah, and that part, honestly, I feel like no matter what, once you get this information, it's time to pack it up, move on, separate, and do what you got to do. To all the single women out there, the single mothers or whatever, if you got these people around your kids and they start to echo a sentiment similar to this, you got to plan that escape route. Now, luckily, there was some form of communication had, so she can take that information and get the fuck on. Now, what if he would have harbored those I hate talking about certain things like that, because that is just disgusting. It's disgusting. But before things become predatory, you now have the information to separate in that situation. And I don't know what solution you can have after hearing that from your significant other. So what happens when you see a normal person, walking down the street with that body type? Do you have no self-control? So shout out to Quantity in the chat who says it sounds like he has no self-control. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. So,
Hey,
you know,
cousin.
oh, that's Cuz. Oh, shout out to Cuz. I don't know. I can never defend anyone who echoes a sentiment like that. I can never defend a man who says anything like that. And be careful with your children around these people.
Right.
I don't know. You be careful with your kids around these people. Pay attention to them. You got to watch people. You got to monitor these people. And wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very
And
special
don't
guest.
ignore the red flags.
Never ignore the red flags. Speaking of red flags, we got Mr. Red Flag himself in the building. RBE's very own Show Off in the building.
In the building. I said,
Now,
yo. No.
Time out. I asked you not to bring him up here. I told you this man was problematic and to leave him where he is.
Sleep was good, my bro.
My boy was good. How you? Everything good?
Hey, listen, I was sitting back listening to you tell the truth, brother.
Right.
You understand me? Listen. Yeah, that's right. You see the name. Who ain't got no midgets?
You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and mute up and be quiet.
Yeah. All right. So,
my brother, what's good, man?
my brother, all is good. And shout out to Quantity once again saying what's up to you. But all right, Rasheedah, I want to ask you this question. So, if you were to hear something like this, what would your next move be? You're in a situation with someone, you hear this or you see signs of this happening. What do you do?
Figure out an escape plan. It's time for both of us to go. It's not time to have any further conversation. Thank you for telling me how you feel. I appreciate that. But now it's time for me and my daughter to go. We might not be able to leave in that moment, but we're definitely leaving.
Yeah.
Because if she's 18, you are legally allowed to do whatever you want to do, whether she want to do it or not. And there's nothing that anybody can say to be like, no, nigga, you wrong. So nope, it's time for me and my child to go. That's it. That's all.
Whew. Or yo, Show Off. Did you see the clip, or do you want to
Nah.
Well, Sheedah, I guess you can run it back for show. Let's let Show see this show
It gotta
again.
be crazy.
Is this here? No, that's not the one. Oh, here we go.
Or is you 18-year-old daughter gotta go? 18-year-old daughter gotta go. She been sneaking dudes in my house, and I've been watching her. From my cameras. Is you listen to what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. She has to go. I want to walk around freely. I want to walk around freely sometimes. And I can't even do that. Because your daughter here. She too grown to be living with us. And plus, I'm a man, man. I can't have no 18-year-old daughter got the same shape as my wife. I'm a man. I know what I like. She gotta go. She gotta go. I'm not playing. She has to go. She has to go. I'm sorry. She has to go. Y'all both got the same shape almost. She gotta go. She gotta get up out of here. She just have to leave. She just have to leave. Or is you listening to me? Hey, I'm telling you. She better go ahead. And find somewhere to go. We break up or something. She got.
So that video was like another minute and a half of him explaining why the 18-year-old daughter has to leave.
All right, so I just want to first start by saying this. I wouldn't. The first thing that pops into my mind is, okay, how long was he with this woman that had this daughter, and how long did they live in this home together? Because if y'all have a abundance of years of you raising this kid, that means you always looked at her as either not your kid, and you really ain't rock with her like that, and you fake took the responsibility on, or you was just a weirdo that was checking for the daughter the whole time. Like, cause my thing is this: how does that pop into your mind if it's not like it's a random girl or a random 18-year-old that's in your house? This is a young lady who played the role of your daughter, correct? Or you played the role at least of her stepfather or something. Had to be something like that, or cause she in your crib. And her mom is in your home, and she obviously lived there, or you wouldn't be saying y'all both gotta leave, right? So, bro, it's a lot to unpack there, bro. I'm trying to
It's a
understand it
lot
because
to unpack.
no, serious, that's crazy.
It really is.
And then the wild part is he's saying, but it's like a double-edged sword. Why? Because he's also saying that's not my daughter. And I think that right there, you know why I'm glad a video like this exists? Because I understand if it's an abusive, like we say it all the time, if some abuse happening, whether it be physical, even like psychological, or even like emotional, it's really those are abuses that exist, right? But outside of like stuff like that, the whole I wasn't happy that day, so I'm leaving this dude I had a kid with. This is why I say stay with the father you made the kid with, because y'all not saying y'all, because some women don't expect that. They smart enough not to expect for a strange man who played no role in this human being existing to fully engulf themselves in a role that was meant for a man who played a role in this kid existing. You get what I'm saying? Because that would be my biggest fear when it comes to my daughters and their mom moving on. The fact that whatever guy slides into that space right there never is going to look at my daughter like a daughter because it's not his kid. And my daughter being an adult, take the fact that she lived in a house away. If that same 18-year-old was her daughter, but didn't live in the home and just was outside somewhere, dressing however the fuck, because the man is in his crib, right? It's obvious he the one paying the bills there. He's saying, yo, bro, I don't want this woman, because this is a woman now. This is not a little girl. I
Yeah.
don't want this grown woman who got a shape like yours. If I'm looking at your shape and I get a Woody on, that means I'm gonna get one for her because I didn't biologically have this adult woman. She got to go. And it's obvious he wouldn't be saying that if he was being respected in his home. So it's like a double-edged sword because you want to look at him like a weirdo because it's like, bro, that's supposed to be the girl that you was helping to raise. So you shouldn't even be looking at her like that in the first place. But
Yeah.
then it's like, how psychologically unsound is it to even expect for a human being who plays 0% and another human being existing to fully engulf themselves in a role that's not theirs. There's a specific person for that role who had the person. You know what I'm saying? Because then think about it. You'll wind up you'll wind up getting into the arguments as if you're fully responsible. You'll wind up having to pay for the child as if you're fully responsible. That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, it's almost scary because think about it. I could understand any woman or man who look at him as a weirdo. That's why the conflict in my mind is crazy because I can understand anybody who look at him as a weirdo, but I could also understand anybody who say, but he's warning this woman that he obviously does not look at this adult woman as a child or as his child. He's telling you, listen, I make love to you. You're my woman. She almost has the same shape as you. I want to walk around the crib naked. I've earned the right to do that. I can't do it with her being here, and she's grown already. She's at the age where she can go out into the world and be good, right?
Not really, not at 18.
Hold on. At 18, first of all, your brain is not fully developed until at least 25. So even
Right.
if you are
Oh,
an
why do
adult
y'all
and
say
can go
that?
out and because it's the truth. Do you know who you're talking to?
I know that it's 2024 and the majority of the new millionaires are 23 and under. I
Doesn't
know
mean
that.
that the brain is fully developed.
It don't
It
gotta be
doesn't
in this
mean that.
society. You know why? Because we have smart devices in the hands of dumb people. We have devices smarter than us. So the information we don't know and we can't go get, it's right there. That's the thing. Everybody a genius now with a smartphone in their hand because they can say, "Hey Google." That's the one thing technology did. So it's not the same time as like back in the day when you had to really put in work to get rich and you had to really have think about it. The young kids that's getting wealthy in today's time have zero talent. They're just willing to make a challenge out of something that goes viral. You just need a viral moment. That's not even about talent. It's about algorithm. That's why I'm like the times is different. And I don't know, bro. It's a
If
double-edged sword, bro.
it is now, if I could, not to cut your wisdom, like earlier, I was conversing, and I was saying we spoke about this on the podcast before too, and I had asked the question: do you feel like step parents are capable of loving their stepchildren the way that they love their own children? Now, this situation right here can be used as a talking point to that
Case
question.
study.
Yeah, a case study. Yeah, we don't have to get deep into that, but that's definitely something I wanted to revisit. But any closing thought? I want to hear Big Sleep talk. Big Sleep is like, fuck all this shit. Get him up out of here. Let me hear Big Sleep. Go ahead, Sleep. Talk your shit, man.
No, I feel as though you could love a stepchild as much as you love your regular child. Yeah, I mean, especially if you got a lot of years that y'all was together and you built a rapport and you've been there since like the baby was the child was like a baby. Of course, you grown attached to that kid. So yeah, I agree with that.
All right.
And the two things I'll say, the reason why I do think it's possible is because one, we had Rado talk about his situation, how
Right.
he's raised a child that wasn't his, but he loves that child and he's taken care of her for the majority of her life.
Shout out
And
Absolutely.
Rado.
two, the clip is uploaded too. And
Mhm.
two, my grandfather married my grandmother after she had already had 11 children. He had
Jesus.
right,
11 chilling.
11. He was married and divorced. My grandmother
Jesus.
was never married to her children's father, but when they met, they were together, they got married, and my grandfather helped her raise all 11 of those children while still taking care of his own and hers too, and didn't treat any of them any different. So I
Yeah.
do believe that it's possible to do that, but I also think that you have to be really, really careful with who you allow into your children's lives. Just because you don't see them being a weirdo doesn't mean that they're not.
Right.
I
True
agree
indeed.
That's all
100%.
I say about that.
I'm gonna
Shout
keep it
out to
100.
Dorian.
I want to say something. You know, I got to trigger you one time, right? I got to.
You
You
know.
know I will
I want
fight
to
you
ask
for
you,
real,
and I
right?
want to ask you a question.
You know I
Do,
will fight you for real,
no,
right?
I know. Listen.
Okay.
Do you think that he did that because of the love he had for his new stepchildren, or the love he had for the woman he cared enough about to sacrifice and take care of her children? Who
I
he think he had the
absolutely
love
believe
for?
that. I
You think you had the
absolutely
love for
believe
her
he did it. No, I
or the kids?
absolutely believe he did it because he loved my grandmother, but he also loved them. He may not have loved them as much as his own biological children, but he did love them.
That's what I believe is
He
possible.
grew to love them.
I believe that that's possible because if you think about it, I believe it's possible to love any human being. But when you talking about biologic, it's a certain attachment. Like think about it, right? Your biological kid could save your life if you ever needed an organ. You could save your kid's life. That's like the ultimate sacrifice that a parent could do for the child they bear. They can give up an organ that'll kill them in order to save their kid. So it's a connection there that you cannot you can't create it. It's created naturally. You know what I'm saying? So you can't artificially create that. But what I will say is the same way you go out into the world and you meet your spouse and you love them unlike you loved anybody else. I'm serious. Or you meet anybody, a friend, whatever, then you really grow to love them. I think that that's really possible and that comes with time. But I
Yeah.
think it takes time. I think that's the difference. I think biological love for a kid is innate. I think that is automatic and is in nature. And I think when it comes to a stepchild, it takes time for that to be nurtured
Absolutely.
into existence.
All right, look,
Absolutely.
if I could, I just want to touch on a comment we have from GQ. The love of that spouse pours over into the children. I will
I
have
like
to
Absolutely.
GQ.
shout out
She's logical. GQ is logical. I like
100%.
that.
to you heard?
So
I
let me
also
ask you.
well, hold up, Rasheedah. Sorry to cut you. Shout out to Taylor's Irk, aka Dorian Ingram, my guy. Want my man 100 grand from my hillside era. Shout out to Taylor's Irk. He said, "Add me." What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to shoot Taylor's Irk a link and get him up on a panel. And you got the floor, Rasheedah.
So speaking on parenting, if I'm not mistaken, all of you have daughters, correct?
Right.
So I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to pull up this clip, and as fathers, tell me how you see this.
Hold on, before you play the clip, right? I just want to say that just now when I spoke on the last topic right there, I'm coming from a man who has a daughter that's biological and a daughter that's not biological. So when I was saying it from
Your heart.
like I'm living in it. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Type shit.
You ain't just talking out your butt, is
I
what
ain't
you
just
said.
talking this. I ain't just talking. Yes.
All right, but let's just watch this. Nope, something wrong with this audio. I don't know what's wrong with it, but let's try it again.
Oh, that's DJ Envy daughter.
You muted. We can't hear nothing you saying.
Yeah, you
See,
mute.
that's because
Go
I
ahead.
was about to go in, bro. I don't want to see that shit again, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody sent me that video, bro, and I low key got into an argument with the nigga who sent it to me because I'm like,
Hold
yo,
on,
bro,
wait.
You gotta
why
play
you
it and then
sending
run
me
it.
the fucking
Wait,
kid?
time out. Have all of you seen that video?
I seen
I
some
have
of
not
it.
seen
Oh, bro, you about to be
Something
mad
is
as
wrong
hell,
with the
bro.
audio. I'll play it.
No, yeah, I know, because he ain't seen it, but bro, you got to be pissed off, bro.
it. All right,
When
bring
I
it
I'm not
out.
tell
gonna
you
lie.
something wrong with the
Yo,
audio, but just watch it. Just watch it.
Hey yo, shorty, won't you go get it bag? Won't you go get it bag? I'll be undressed in the bra. I'll be undressed in the bra. Count your juice, thinking I'm a cheap juice, thinking I'm one cheek. I wanna double freak thing. I wanna do stone set. I got my own stone set. I got my own doing things that you won't regret. Things that can won't queen me. So you best take heed. So you best take heed.
Nah, 86 that. Get out of here. DJ
yo,
Envy did
bro,
that?
bro, this nigga Envy, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. It's like,
Something wrong with that man and his wife.
so check this out. Remember
I
not
say
too
the wife
long
is to
ago?
blame too.
Y'all remember not too
Absolutely.
long ago we was having that convo and we was having a debate. I think it was me, all of us up here, and then Kristen was there, and it was like how if a woman dresses scantily, you know what I'm saying, or with really scant stuff, and she's walking around like late at night, it's like advertising to the wrong men because we all know that the wrong men exist just like the right men exist. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Bro, if you know you living on a planet with pedophiles, if you know right now you in the music industry where the majority of the industry you in is being exposed for that type of behavior, and then you shop your daughter, why are you shopping your daughter, dude? Why are you advertising your daughter, bro? The car show's not working no more. Like I'm trying to understand. Is your job about to be over with, bro? Like they about to kill. Something is going on in his life because there's nothing in a father's mind that would say, you know what? What I'm gonna do for this Halloween, I'm gonna let my daughter be the original thought.
Mm.
Yeah, if I could, I don't understand. I don't comprehend or understand it. And the first thing we have to do as parents is to protect, not expose. He did the opposite of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to protect your children, male or female. You're not supposed to expose them and put them out there like that. And you know what's crazy? What if she gets old enough one day to look back on that and say, "What the heck was I doing? What were my parents thinking?" She probably didn't know what she was doing as a young child. You know what I'm saying?
He
I
not
yield.
even from Brooklyn.
Mm.
But
There
here's
ain't no celebrity from where you from. You could have dressed your daughter up as, bruh. You're not even from Brooklyn, bro. And if that's who
but
you would want
here's
your
the
daughter to
thing.
represent, bro.
Here's the thing, though. Even if he had to dress his daughter up like Lil Kim, even if he felt that that was the thing to do, it could have been done in a way that wasn't that. There
Right.
are, it ain't many of them, but there are many. There are some outfits out here where she was fully dressed. You could have put her in just the green outfit from the head up with the green wig, or like you didn't have that child had on an entire bathing suit with her jacket open and lip syncing words that she don't even know what they mean.
Horrible, horrible. We
That
And
gotta
is
know.
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. And then it's
there
like
was nothing about
that's
that that
not
was
daddy
okay.
daughter. That's not daddy daughter activities, bro. You
Oh,
inside the joint, bro. You look like you selling your kid. You look like you pimping her off, bro. First off, think about who you even imitating and mocking
That's
inside the
it.
song.
all right.
So
If I could,
here's my
hold up.
issue.
I'm sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I gotta do this. I
Go
gotta
ahead.
do a little intro.
Nigga,
My
Envy
man,
light skin, bro. You
Honey
ain't dark skin and
Grand.
fat.
We gotta bring up my nigga. Taylor's Irk is in the building. What's good?
Peace, peace. Hello, family. How y'all doing?
Your
Peace,
Irk,
peace.
it's good to see you, brother. It's good to see
It
you.
was great to see you too, my boy. You the realest one ever. You know, I always think you was that. How you been?
I've been good, man. Do you have any comments on what we just saw with DJ Envy dressing his daughter up as Lil Kim? Bring it
I
out.
mean, that's disgusting, of course. Like my man said, it's crazy that he's in this industry and he's shopping her around like that. And that's a good term to use, shopping, because that's basically what it is. We all, and it's funny because this like if you notice the thing that's happening with of course with the diddler right now, that's the most diabolical shit that's happening in this music industry, and for that to happen in the music industry at this moment, and for that to be like suppressed, I mean, excuse me, and for that little video to be exposed out there, that's wild. So yeah, you gotta figure out something's going on with his demons and himself. He weird in it. We all know that the music industry is demonic at times, or should I say at all times, and they always do things like behind closed doors, and like sometimes should be in plain sight under the light. But we just don't pay no mind to it because it's not things that we really care about. But it's crazy that dressed up as Lil Kim, all like every outfit matching bar for bar, and she's singing a song. That's no good, bro. We all knew Lil Kim was a sex symbol. So for him to put his daughter out there as a sex symbol, that's just not right, bro. Oh,
So here's the other thing. There is another video that shows him, I guess it's a little behind the scenes thing. His wife called him on the phone and he was like, oh, I'm gonna call you back because we're shooting the video. I guess they was on FaceTime and he turned the camera so he could see, so his wife could see what the little girl looked like. And she was like, oh my gosh, she looks so cute. And I'm just like, lady, is you all right? That's your baby. Not to mention this child is 8. This child is 8 years old. So, ma'am,
You,
are you all right?
you know what that
All
come
of his
from?
children are in this video. This little girl is the only one who was dressed like that. Everybody else was fully clothed. If you watch the whole video, he was in there and like everybody was in there except for his wife. But I looked at that and I'm like, what made you think that was okay for your 8-year-old?
You know what
Like
I
what?
think it is though? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I think it's the fact that they realizing, think about it. Attention, just like money is a drug, attention is a drug.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
And when you become old and your time has passed and now it's the new generation's time, that's what they do. They start pimping off their kids to see if they could create a superstar in their kid. Benzino was the first one to do it. That's how we got Chloe Ray.
Hold on,
Let's
hold
be
on.
for real.
Is
You
that the
saying the
legendary
quiet
Mike
parts
Morgan
out
was
loud,
doing?
my guy.
I'm not being
Mike
for real
Morgan?
though,
You saying
bruh.
the quiet parts out loud. Somebody ain't gonna like that.
That's crazy though, bruh. It's like, man,
That's
like give
insanity.
you, especially the little girls, bruh, give them a chance, bruh. Give them a chance to be kids, bruh. You only get one chance to be a child, bruh.
Yep.
Come on. Like it's bad enough they're already growing up faster than ever before at a rapid pace. We don't even get a chance to teach them our ideals no more because the phone does it or their teacher does it. Come on, bro. They, yo, Envy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm disgusted, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm personally disgusted because you were somebody who before that dumb shit was one of, because regardless of what percentage of black you are looked at as a black man in America, bro. You were one of the good fathers in the eyes of the public, bro. You were one of the
I
good
don't know about
fathers and
that
good
one.
family men, married men. You literally was one of the pictures, no different than Pat Poose and Remy Ma, and
I
that's
don't know
why
about
they was
all that.
crazy on that
I
on
don't
that.
know about that one.
Nah,
I
listen,
hold
they
on, hold
no,
on, hold on.
because
If
they
I
was
could,
at one point.
yep. Before I go any further, we gotta give our guy the intro as well. None other than Mike Morgan is in the building. Mike Morgan, what's good, brother?
I'm good. I'm catching up right now because I didn't know what y'all was talking about. So the show just said envy. So all I did was type in envy. Oh man, it's all all over YouTube. I'm looking at the
Yeah,
video
yeah.
right now.
It's crazy. And
Oh, this is nasty work. I don't want to watch this.
yeah, it's disgusting. I'm gonna bring everybody back up, but you know, chances slimmer than Coil Ray. Let's bring everybody
That's
back
the
up.
thing, though. Like, what man would look at, especially a man with children, would look at that and be like, "Yo, like that's what it is. Like, that was great. Like, who would do that? The
I'm
It's
little
doing
girl
that
crazy
is
next
too
8
year.
because
years
it's
old.
little
She's
Kim.
8.
It's Little Kim, and we all know Little Kim's lyrics from what she was rapping about. Like that's just
She ate.
oh my yo. I'm
The little
at
girl
first
is
I was
8
like
years old.
at first I was like I just seen the wig. I'm like all right, so I'm like whatever. She got the wig on. I'm like I didn't know if it was she was actually rapping the song, but I turned up the volume like okay. Then it switched. She had the blue thing on. Then it switched to her with like when Kim had the long red coat on, and I'm like I said there's no way that she opens this coat and she
And
got
she
that.
did.
She copied the mannerisms. She copied everything. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
I will say, now that kid probably has a career ahead of her as an actress because she copied every mannerism to the T. But other than that, what is wrong with the two of y'all that y'all thought it was okay to display your 8-year-old like that? That I will never understand.
That drug, that almighty drug, attention.
Oh, this is weird, bro.
Facts,
Nah,
facts.
super
And
weird.
then my thing is this: you right. That's what's more concerning. She did get every dance move to the T. That means that y'all
She
picked
watched
this
it.
out and y'all let her study the
She
actual
studied
video.
it.
Do you not realize you can't hear something, memorize it, and not soak some of that in, bro? Do you understand that that's how humans work?
Oh nah. She
That
did
ain't it.
the
Like,
she
that
got
ain't
it
it.
with the marmalade.
So
Bro.
And side note, if anybody has ever listened to
Yo,
that song Baby Marmalade, it's literally about prostitution. So why would you even allow your daughter to say that part of it? Like,
now, hold on. If I could, I want to do two things. Shout out to Quantity. I'm not a father, but one thing I'm not doing is having my daughter reshoot a Little Kim video. And what was disturbing was the fact that this was obviously rehearsed. It was
yes.
rehearsed. Now, Sleep. I need Big Sleep's opinion on this. Corner.
Yeah. Like Shorty said earlier, it was disgusting. Like my daughter 13 years old, I don't even allow her to wear a fucking belly shirt. Now I know that's gonna change real soon, but up to today, My daughter's not even allowed to wear a belly shirt. I don't even want her showing her belly. This little girl had a 2-piece on, and there's no water, no beach around, no water park around, no nothing. It's trifling. And
As hell.
I'm surprised him as a father like will have his baby girl out there like that, man. That's his princess. That's his pride and joy. Like I couldn't believe it, man. It was just mind boggling.
Let
All
me
right,
tell
so
you
Maybe
something. I
oh,
am
I got
38 years old.
go
And
ahead,
if
Richard.
I walk out the house, if I step into my parents' house and I don't look like my father think I should look, he gonna tell me about myself. And I'm a fully grown adult. That dress, that green dress I had on, he looked at me like I was too kinds of crazy because I had my leg out.
Oh, that's
So
heavy. That's heavy.
whatever.
I
It
if
is
I
what it
could
is.
shout out to Charmaine as well. My daughter 10, and I still take a lunchbox. Exploiting your child for likes is crazy. I agree. We have to protect the children. Now, speaking of protecting the children, I had something written down in my notebook, kind of on the same subject. So, if you have a 16-year-old daughter that starts to stay out past the time that you delegate in your household, yeah, I see you. I see you. I'm gonna bring you up, show. If you have a 16-year-old daughter who is starting, shout out to Rado in the building. Shout out to Rado. Shout out to all the viewership. I appreciate everybody. It's not left to do one podcast, episode 58. We back in the building. We back on the map. Once again, if you have a 16-year-old daughter and she starts to stay out past the time you delegate in your household, how do you navigate that situation? I want to start by asking Rasheedah, as Rasheedah is a mother. Rasheedah, how do you handle that?
Okay. For those that don't know, I have a 17-year-old daughter. And if at any point she decides that she does not want to abide by the rules that I set for my home, that is for everyone's well being, then it's time for her to find somewhere else to live. If you can't abide by what I set for the peace of this house, it's time for you to go live with your grandparents, or it's time for you to go find somewhere else that's not here. Because one thing you will not do is be disrespectful or disturb the peace that I have set up in my household. So if you feel like you can't do that, it's time for you to go. Period.
Her, and I respect that. For the
That's the
love,
love.
Dorian Ingram. If you had this situation where you have a 16-year-old daughter who's starting to stay out past the time you delegate in your household, how would you personally navigate this situation, brother?
Oh wow, that's See, I have a. Only way I could think of this is I have a sister that was close to me. Feel me? And when I was 15, she was 16, and there was times that she would stay out past like little times. So I would just think of it as that. So you're growing, right? So what you don't want to do is you don't want to restrict your daughter from too much because that's when she start being more that's when she started like.
Rebellious.
Yeah, she start being more rebellious. They start being more inquisitive, wanting to learn more. Like, what are you keeping me away from? And then the moment they get that little spurt of something, now all hell will break loose. So to answer the question, I will basically set a standard. Like, if she do it one time, I'll say something to her. If she do it twice, now I'm gonna start making an example. But if she continue to do the shit over and over, bro, I'm one of these dudes. I'm gonna just have to wash my hands after a point. To be honest, bro, I can't kill her. I can't kill her. I'm gonna just go ahead and let her drown herself. To be honest, that's real talk.
Shout out.
Did you say I can't kill her?
When
I
you say
can't
wash
kill her.
it,
I wouldn't want to kill her. But after
no,
a
when you
while,
say
sometimes you gotta let people dry themselves so they can learn. You gotta learn from your own mistakes at times.
now when you say wash your hands, what does you mean exactly about that?
But I mean, by what I said, that's why I had to finish it off. I said I can't kill her, but I'm gonna just let her make her own mistakes until she figure out what not to do. You gotta learn from your own mistakes at times. At
So
that
are
age
you
of
going
16, huh?
so are you going to continue to let her do that? Is that
Oh,
what
I'm
you're
not.
saying?
Nah, I'm not continuing to let her do it. I'm gonna always have a standard for it to not to be done. But if she continued to do it on her own, then what could I do? We always that age. Our parents told us don't do something. We kept doing it. What our parents do to us? They let us keep doing it till we fucked up. Now we need their help. They're not helping us.
Yeah.
That ain't what my parents did.
Hold
Yeah.
up. Show off. In fact, yeah, show off. Let me hear something. Show off. Same question. 16-year-old starts disrespecting your guidelines as far as what time to be in the household. How do you navigate that situation, brother?
Which gender is it?
Girl,
This is 16-year-old daughter. Yeah.
16-year-old daughter? All
Yep.
right, she can't go nowhere. Because the thing is this, I'm gonna treat her the way the world gonna treat her when she grown. The same way if I go out there as an adult and I do something and act like I don't appreciate my freedom, they gonna take it. The same way I'll go out there to them streets and play games with grown people and I may lose my life. The same way, yes, that's what happens. You do something wrong, you lose something. So I told you this was the time. You didn't follow the rules on that time. So now you ain't got no time. You gonna go to school and you gonna come your ass home. And that's it. And the only thing you gonna see is your room. And you gonna miss outside so much that when I allow you to see that shit again, you gonna treat that shit like it's golden.
Mhm.
100%. Look, I think one of the best things you could do as far as any type of punishment for your kid is to take something away because that is the reality of what's going to happen to them as an adult. If it's a boy or a girl, you're going to
It's a different
lose
world.
something.
It's a
You know
different
what I'm
world.
saying? Right, you're going to lose
So
something. The world going to take something from you. So, before the world got to take something from you, I'm going to take it first to forewarn you of what the world got because you're going to be hurt by me taking something. You may not survive when the world take it.
When she turn 18, she
so
gonna move
so
out.
here's the thing. I wanted to respond to Charmaine's comment. She said you can't throw your daughter to the wolves. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I have to say about that. When it gets to a point, because if I'm telling you this is what I've said, and you just continuing to not abide by it, that says to me that you no longer want the protections of what this family has to offer. So if you keep being disrespectful to my rules and disturbing the peace in this household, you don't want the protection of this household. And that means it's time for you to go. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to sit here and watch you continue to do what you're doing to
So where you
yourself.
sending her?
Out of here.
But
I'm not.
where? You in,
She
Nah,
said her
how
parents
about
gotta be
this?
mad
How about this?
pressing
How
for
about this?
that.
How about this? Hear me out. Since we're figuratively speaking, right? So boom, you and your husband together. Your mom's feel me probably. I'm just saying. You and your husband together. Y'all live together. Your mom, his mom, they probably out of state, but she's still doing this. So where you sending her?
I know exactly where to send
In
them
my personal situation,
because I
my
used to
parents
work
are
there.
still
Your
in
ass
state.
going
My
to a group
parents are
home,
15 minutes
motherfucker.
away.
Okay.
You're going somewhere else. You can't be in my house and be disrespectful
No,
because
listen to the scenario he
in
said.
my situation, I
So
have
is
three
that
other
not
children
is that
behind.
not throwing out to
Hold
the
on, hold on, hold
wolves?
on, hold on, hold on. And that's what I'm saying. If you can't listen, then you got to go out there. Go on out there and get what you chasing. Because I have three other children
That's
behind you,
not
and if
right.
you are doing this, then what you're saying is it's okay for them to do this. And what you will never, not ever do is be disrespectful to what I have set up. Simply because I feel like I'm putting you in the best position I can in life. And if I'm saying, hey, you can't stay out past a certain time, I'm saying that not because I want to be mean or because I'm trying to be harsh. I'm saying that because I know what's outside after a certain time. And after a certain time, you need to be in this house under our protection. And if you want to keep going out there, if you want to keep not listening and you want to keep doing what it is that you want to do, then go ahead out there and get what you're chasing after. Whatever happens after that, I've done my best to make sure that you weren't in a messed up position. But if you're not listening, there's nothing that I can do about that. All I can do is let you go on head out there and find what you're chasing. And you'll see that whatever you think is out there ain't what you think it is. And
mm,
I'm saying that as somebody who actually did that. My mom, she did the best she could do with me, but I wanted to go out there and find out what it was all about. And that's what I did. After a certain amount of time, she kept giving me chance after chance after chance. And I realized once I got my ass out there, it wasn't what I thought it was. And sometimes people are just hard learners, and sometimes that's the only way that they actually learn. So if what I got set up is not what you think you want, that's fine. Go ahead out there and find out for yourself.
all right. Now, if I could, what you said was super heavy. We got two comments I want to get to. First one is from Charmaine saying, I'm glad. Well, this is the first thing Charmaine said. That's the role of parenting. If we just give up that quick, then we're showing them that we just going to let them drown. If she keeps doing it, military school. And then she said, I'm glad my grandmother didn't give up on me at 16. Now, GQ says something extremely heavy here. It's your job to protect your child. You have to punish them in a way that hurts. My friend's mother made her start paying rent since she wanted to be grown at 15. So you're going to have to come up in here with a weekly fee. Now, we also have Rado the boss saying kicking your child out before they're ready for the world is too common in our community. Rado always got a point. Shout out to
He
Rado.
does. And to his point, I understand exactly what you're saying. And I'm not saying after the first two or three times then she got to go. What I'm saying is if you continue to do the thing that I'm asking you not to do, if you continue to do it after I'm saying, hey, it's not safe for you to be out there, it's not a good idea for you to be out there this time of night, I'm telling you I need you in the house at a certain time because I know what's out there after a certain amount of time. I'm not just saying I'm gonna throw you out, that's it, that's all, no discussion. We're gonna have the discussion because I wholeheartedly believe that you and your child should be able to have a discussion. They should be able to ask questions, and that's important. Communication is very, very important. But after I've already communicated that to you and you still doing it, and I've communicated it to you again and you still doing it, that means you don't want the protection of what this household offers. And this now you got to go out there and get it on your own. And when you're ready to come back and be respectful, you can come back. I'm not saying you got to get out and I'll never want to see you again. But what I am saying is when you're ready to listen and when you're ready to have a conversation and understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, you can come back. But until you understand, you're going to have to come to that understanding somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, if I could, I'm so glad that question had got everyone engaged. I want to say shout out to the viewership. You're watching Nothing Left to Do But One podcast, episode 58. Now that we're here, I have another question that I like to ask. And I've asked this question several times on this platform, but I feel like since we have new people here like Dorian, we got GQ in the comments, we got Shoff in the building. What is one thing that if you could go back in time to your 16-year-old self and inform yourself of, what would that one thing be? I'm gonna bring Shaw up here, right? Shaw, you could go back to 16-year-old you. What would you tell yourself?
Just hold on. You that nigga and you gonna make it. You good. You know what I'm saying? All the little bumps and mistakes you about to make, don't worry. You're gonna be lit in the end. It's gonna be worth it. Go ahead, keep going.
Right.
Make all them shits.
Dorian, I'm gonna just call you Irk, my nigga Irk.
Thank you. Whew.
Yeah,
Thank you. Oh my God. I was letting Dorian slide because I love my name. Don't get me wrong, but now go ahead.
Calling him?
Irk, that's my name, Irk. He met me as Taylor's Irk from Xbox, but they ain't even my name no more. But Irk is my name, though. That's what he's called me.
Irk, one day I'm gonna bring you up here and we're gonna tell a story about how we met and everything. You know.
Oh man, that's gonna be cool to tell. See, I'm happy. I got a time to see how it is. I might fuck around, be involved with y'all as much as I could too, because I'm transitioning over myself with a different type of life. So I'm always gonna be ready for this.
Oh yeah, you got a story too. Now, if you could go back to 16-year-old Irk, 16-year-old Irk with the glasses, if you could go back and tell him one thing, what would it be? You
really want to know this question, bro? Because I took the different route from everybody.
Well, now I want to know.
Yeah.
I would have sold drugs.
Oh my God.
You laughing because this is the thing. I would have sold drugs because I seen the outcome. I seen what it did. I watched a lot of people make a lot. Where I'm from, I watched these dudes make a lot of money and did nothing with it. Now we talk about going back to doing something. So that means I got the knowledge that I have now, right?
Yeah.
So cool, yeah. I would have sold drugs. I would have sold drugs because I wouldn't have been in this position right now. And that's just real talk. I wouldn't be in this position right now.
Hey, yo, bro, what's your name, bro?
My name Irk.
Yo, Irk, bro. Y'all go by show off, you heard? Hey, yo, bro, let me tell you something for real, right? You know how legendary you are for that fucking answer, my guy? Listen, that's a clip. That's viral as fuck.
I would have sold drugs, bro. I swear to God, bro. I watched my friend. I'm talking about I used to be outside. I was
serious about that too. Like I'm
100% serious. I'm dead ass. I watch these niggas make. I watch these niggas make millions, and nobody got nothing to show for it. A few of them do. A few of them came off right, but a lot of them they still out there. So I'm looking at them on a daily scale, like, bro, what was y'all doing all this time?
Oh
It was times when my hood had shifts when everybody used to eat. I'm talking about like you see, you know how like you. Let me see, y'all all
He
from
talking
Plainfield
about
area, right?
organized crime.
Huh?
Organized.
Listen,
Organized crime.
we talk. My man said if you can go back to 16, he didn't say if you were 16 again. Like
Facts.
nah, if you can
Yeah,
go back. So we
facts.
basically going back in time with the knowledge we have now.
Facts.
Yeah, bro, I would have sold drugs, bro. I would have sold
No, he said if
everything,
you could
crack,
tell your
coke, dope. I
was
would have
it?
sold all that shit. Give me
I
give
thought
me
it
weed
was.
too.
I thought it was.
My
What would you tell your
stomach
16-year-old self?
Oh
I mean,
man.
all right. Well, you want to know
Oh, you
that? Then there
voted
we
for
go.
that.
Well, that's the same. Well, yeah, that's the same thing, bro. Sell those drugs.
Just
All
give
right,
him the
hold up.
game plan.
All
I
right,
mean, if you
hold
want something encouraging, I'd say stay in sports. I played sports. I played sports. I got hurt and I left because I was outside. But I didn't
oh
sell drugs. I did
god.
other stuff.
All right, now hold on. If I could. For me personally, it's the reason why that's so funny. You know what I'm saying? And once me and Ert get into the story of how we met, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hilarious. But we got big sleep in the building. If you could go
Right.
back, 16-year-old you, and tell yourself something, what would it be, brother?
Just do better in school, man. Like it was really rough for me in school. I got kicked out of 5 high schools. I even got kicked out of a high school. I got kicked out of an alternative high school in Irvington. That was
For time
rough,
out. T for
man.
time out. T for time out. I'm sorry. 5 high schools?
How you
Yeah,
think,
What were you doing?
nigga? It's
5 high
only
school?
4 years of high
What were
school.
you
What do you
doing?
think
yeah.
it is?
I was just bugging,
You
man.
only
Just
in high school for 4 years.
The fuck high school for
yeah,
4 years. You were in high school you in school for a few months. Five
yeah,
5 high schools?
yeah. Just the first school was like St. Benedict's, which is a prep school. I kind of like just fell out of that. Then
It's
it just
easy to get kicked out of there. I'm from Newark. I
right, right,
understand that. I watch a lot of kids go there and get kicked out. It's
yeah.
easy to get kicked out of there.
Yeah, and then once I
I'm
jumped off the
concerned.
porch and started gang banging and shit, then I was just bugging, man. So I would
So what
just
schools
say
did
to
you go
myself,
to? If you don't mind me asking. I ain't trying to like
I went to West Side. I went to West Side High
what year?
School. 2001.
I graduated
2002.
'06. I was there from '02 to '06.
Mm,
Yeah, you
mm.
do look a little familiar. We played football for them.
I played my freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah, I played football too. You played with Kendall and them, right?
Nope, Kendall and them graduated the year before I got there. I was with Kelly
Oh, okay.
Rouse
Oh
in
yeah,
country.
Kelly Rouse. Yeah, Kelly Rouse, Tyson. Remember
Yep, in
Tyson?
country. Yeah, Deshaun
Yeah,
Stanton.
country. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Your
When I
face look
when I
mad
got there,
familiar,
when I
bro.
got there, when and LaShaw was the QB, and they had Ant Wax. He was a QB as well too. When I got there,
Right.
Kelly was the man. Kelly was a big ass baseball bat
Yeah.
built
I
motherfucker. He
know
was
Kelly.
huge.
Definitely.
Baseball
Kelly was
bat.
built like a wiffle ball bat. His
Right.
shoulders was huge as fuck, but nigga wore like a
Yeah.
size 4 sneaker. Like he was crazy.
Hold up. For those who don't know, for those who aren't from the hood, that is a successful G check. And I'm gonna bring the homies right back up. Here we go.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just stay in school, man. Just play football, man. I had the statute to try to make it to the NFL, but I fucked up, so I ain't never had that chance. So you know. It is what it is, though. I mean, I don't regret nothing in my past. You feel what I'm saying? I got a master's degree. I got a master's degree now in social work. You
Salute.
Uh
know, and I think my calling now is just to give back to the at-risk youth and try to help the kids not make the same mistakes that I made. That's my
yeah.
calling.
I
Yo,
love
and
that.
by the way, we definitely have the big sleep interview coming because this man's story is incredible too. And I can't wait to dig into all the logistics of everything. Now, Mike Morgan, even though he doesn't cam up, Mike doesn't cam up. We get it. Mike, you go back to
Mike
16
is a
you,
serial unaliver.
the serial unaliver, Mike Morgan.
Oh,
What
I'm
would you tell yourself
backstage.
at 16, family? All right, Mike Morgan with the news. I'm gonna bring
Serial
everybody back up.
unaliver.
Seriously, unalive.
Yeah, the
He's a
serial unaliver.
serial unaliver.
What
All right,
he
as we
always gonna sleep on y'all or something?
nah, he there, he active. He probably playing Shamu or something. But all right, boom. Rasheedah, do you have any more clips in the tuck as we approach the
I
hour?
do. I
right.
definitely do. We talked about this before. I'm gonna just play it. I'm gonna just play it, and we'll see how y'all respond. Cause y'all had a lot to say about this one. Y'all definitely did. This one.
I'm not sitting in the back seat. You need to get out. You gonna sit in the back seat today? You need to get out. I'm not sitting in the back seat.
My mom is coming, so I ain't gonna lie. You gonna have to get in the back. What you mean?
What you mean you're not coming?
It's not that deep. Just sit in the back seat.
Okay, bye. Y'all not married anyway, honey. I mean, we just going somewhere. You act like you gotta sit in the back seat forever. Okay, bye. That's real crazy. Like what?
Well, boy.
All right. Whoa.
Absolutely not.
Hold up.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. What?
I don't know. That don't
No.
make no sense to me, to
I
be
missed
honest.
something. My fault. I missed it.
Nah.
No.
Pretty much. If I could, there was a clip where a male and his significant other were about to travel somewhere, but the male's mother was coming along. The girlfriend sat in the front seat. The mother said she wasn't having it. You got to get in the back seat. The significant other was like, "I'm not going," and just hopped in her own car. So it's like,
no.
does mom have the right to ride shotgun? I don't know. Who wants to go first on this one?
I'll take this first. She
Go ahead,
said it
Mike.
herself. She said, "You act like you're not gonna ever get in the front seat again. It's not that serious. If it's not that serious, why don't you get in the back seat?"
Respectfully,
Goofy.
mom. Big.
Goof. That shit is goofy as hell, bro. Like, yo, I gotta sit in the front seat.
I missed it.
Doesn't matter
Who
where
said
you
that
sit
though?
in the car.
Who was that said that? That was the
That's
mom that
goofy,
said that,
bro.
or the daughter, or the wife?
The mother, the guy's mother, made the
I
girlfriend
don't
sit
care
in
who it
the
is.
No. But who said you're not gonna you act like you ain't gonna sit in the front seat no more? Who said that?
The
That's what the
mother
mother
said.
said. She was like, "You
Oh
act like you ain't
nah,
never
I'm so
gonna sit in this."
nah. Oh
She's like,
nah.
"We just going,"
Hell
and I was
no.
like, "Yo, you
Oh
played yourself
nah.
by saying that." Because
This is
if that's the case,
Oh
why
no.
didn't you sit in the back seat? Had she not
yeah,
said
like you
that,
wasn't supposed to say
and
nothing,
you just
mom. That's the mom, but them the moms that think they their sons' girlfriends and shit like that. I'm at my mom not like that.
That.
My mom ain't like that. My
yeah, my
mom thinks
mother
she my
don't act like
girlfriend.
that. I don't.
Hey, sleep, real
What?
quick.
I got a
Sleep.
chick with me in my
That's
car. My
weird,
mother
bro.
would
Hold on,
love to go
hold
hop in the
on.
back seat.
Hey,
She about to go chauffeur around. My fault. She
Sleep. Show us your candle closet.
you got a candle closet?
Candle closet.
I'm just fucking with you. Oh, but no.
I know people have this thing
Look at
of
the
the
candles.
respect thing where they
Look at the
feel like,
candles.
Lit,
He got
bro.
the good candles.
Yeah, bro. Live in bed, Bath and Body Works. You got a sale going on, bro? Fuck. He got the sale going on. Like
He got everything.
they like, yo, sleep, come and put everything up.
Look at all them
yeah,
candles.
like had she not said that, like I could have. Actually, it wasn't even that. It was just how she said it from the beginning. Like, I ain't having
That.
it. I'm like, oh my god.
The mom was being belligerent.
Yeah, the girl was
Well, she
already in
can't
the
go then.
front
I'm gonna
seat.
send her in the Uber. I'll meet you there.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
it's like it's too much, yo. It's like if you got to do all of
Hey,
that.
sleep, you muted. You keep trying to talk.
I got you, sleep.
Yeah.
You're unmuted. You good, sleep. Go ahead.
I do know that was a skit, right? That was a
Yeah.
skit.
I mean, we've
Okay.
seen the
Oh, I
camera,
know
but
that. I'm aware
I
of
mean,
that. At the end of the day,
I mean,
that
it is a real life
does happen.
situation, though.
is
That
weird.
situation does happen. It does happen, though. I'll put that
Yeah,
out
it
there.
does.
It
yeah,
does
I've
happen.
seen. Yeah, with some people are like that. I
But
don't
like
know about the
Rasheedah, wouldn't
screaming, but I feel
you
like
like
it probably happened.
automatically opt to sit in the back if you knew that this was going to happen? Would you like? I
No,
probably
no.
not. You sit in the front. Remember when you said that
Absolutely.
if your son had a situation, you would never sit in the back seat.
I would take my own car. I'm not
No. Put yourself in that situation, Rasheedah. What are you doing?
Why you not in the back seat?
I'm not sitting in the back seat.
Why you not in the
Because
back
I
seat?
don't want to sit in the back seat. I'm taking my own car. I don't want to mess up. No. Listen, I don't want to mess up whatever my son's relationship with the girl he with. So I'm not even going to put myself in that situation. I don't like to sit in the back seat. So I'm just going to take my own car.
You don't want to feel chauffeured? You don't want to feel like you in a limo?
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I want to be chauffeured from the passenger seat. The front.
If it's you and your
That's not chauffeuring.
if it's two, if y'all double dating, if it's him, his wife, you and your husband like, I'm in the back seat, you gonna leave your husband and drive yourself?
I don't understand what y'all not understanding. I'm not sitting in the back seat.
What's wrong with the back seat?
Oh, we understand, mama girlfriend. We understand.
So you ain't never been in the back seat of no vehicle ever?
Carry order.
The only time I've ever sat in the back seat is if I was sitting in my parents' car and they were driving me somewhere.
Thank you, Charmaine.
I don't have a choice in the matter. But if I have a choice in the matter, I'm not sitting to avoid the whole situation. I'm driving myself.
I'm just asking you what's wrong with the back seat though. Like,
I don't want to sit back there.
You're gonna be a party pooper. You're a party pooper.
Sit back there.
What is wrong with the back? No, you don't got no real reason though.
It's safe to say she's a party pooper. It is.
Back there.
Nah, that's not a reason. Just because you don't want to sit in the back seat. Nah, that's not logical.
That is my reason because I don't want to.
There's got to be a logical reason why you don't want to be in the back seat.
She don't have one. She's saying it. She's saying it.
I don't want to.
She's saying it. That's her reason. It's all about the want.
I'm not going to.
It's the want, right? It's the want.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it. And you know what my real problem with this clip is the attitude that she said it with. Had she approached it a little differently, I might be able to digest that a little better. And like I said, y'all, this situation might be a little triggering for me because I've had similar situations with the mother-in-law. So this might be a little triggering for me. But at the same time, you're not entitled to it just because your son is driving. Like, you're not entitled to that. And this makes me feel like this is one of those mothers who thinks that her son is her man, even though he's her son.
See, me, I play too much. I'm going to tell my mom, my girl, do rock, paper, scissors. Real talk. And this is the thing. Being that they both know I like to play around, they're going to do it. And whoever wins, they're gonna have to take the L or whatever. That's what I'm looking at that. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on, and I'm gonna say, I do rock, paper, scissors, and I'm gonna look forward. Probably digging my phone. The moment I hear rock, paper, scissors, I'm gonna smile because I know that whoever wins. That's how it's gonna go.
If it's even an issue between either one of them, ain't nobody going but me. And you can stay home. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm in a car and it's a thing, like I've seen this before. I remember a girl. This wasn't my situation, but my man's had this chick. He pulled up with this chick, and it was we had some girls at the house. So I guess like the girl was like, they were like, she gotta get out of the front seat. Because I can't sit in the front, and she going in the back and all this other stuff. And I was like, I said, yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Somebody pull that in my car, everybody getting the fuck out, and I'm the only person driving. Y'all could kick rocks because it's insane to me. I know why Rasheedah don't like being in the back seat because she's short. She don't like to not know where she's going. She ain't want to say it. I already know. Cause you get back in the middle. Where are we going?
She want to be that's that drug right there.
Everybody can't be 6'10", Mike Morgan. Let's just start there. Everybody can't be 6'10". I stopped growing when I reached perfection.
You ever have an animal in the car and you put it in the back?
I'm 5'2" 3/4. I stopped growing when I reached perfection. I'm sorry it took you a little longer. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
You funny as hell. Bro probably sprouted up at 15. Like.
Yo, Mike always got a relatable story. Shout out to Octane, this that gas in the comments, aka Rado the Boss.
I've been around for a long time.
I'm still waiting for y'all to have the beat on.
No, I'm stopping that. No, Rahseedah. No. You cannot get that. And that's not what it's called. It's a battle, and we will have the battle. We're gonna get back into it. It's not funny. It's not funny.
That's funny to me. It's funny to me.
All right, so check it out. I asked this before too on episode 44, but
Oh God.
would you tell your 16-year-old son to snitch to avoid a 2-year prison sentence?
Are you asking me that seriously?
Yeah.
Are you asking me that seriously?
I'll bring you back up. I got to bring somebody up from the streets. Irk, Irk, I know your picture isn't working. If you want to jump back in, jump out, jump back in. Big Sleep in the building. Would you tell your 16-year-old to snitch to avoid a 2-year prison sentence?
It depends on what it is. If he had nothing to do with it, like if he was in a car and he ain't had nothing to do with nothing that was going on in the car, then I would say yeah. But if he had everything to do with it, like if he went out like pitting working with motherfuckers, of course you gotta wear that. You did that, so you gotta wear that. But if he had nothing to do with it, I would tell him, yeah, you gotta make it right. You gotta tell.
Mike,
That's my answer.
heavy. Mike Morgan, you there, brother?
Nah,
You
I ain't
telling your
doing that.
16-year-old to snitch to avoid 2 years?
I ain't doing that. Reason, I'm gonna tell you why. Reason being, you don't even gotta do that. You just get the lawyer and just be like, "Yo, I wasn't involved." As simple as that. There's no reason to be like, "Yo, he did this and this and this and this and blah blah blah," you know, and all this other shit. Like, there's no reason for all that. Actually, I just seen something. I don't know if y'all seen the clip. I think it might have been First 48, but the kid was in the interrogation room. They actually brought his mother in there, and he talking to the mother. And she's like, "I know you ain't do this. You about to, you know, go to jail for a murder you ain't even commit." He like, "Yo, you want me to snitch? Niggas die and blah blah blah." The cops came and was like, "Well, we're talking about like life sentences." This nigga came out with a piece of paper. Yo, yeah. Davon, he killed this nigga.
Hey, yo,
He
if
killed
I
all
could,
3 of them niggas.
yeah, I want to hear Irk's answer to this. Irk, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just smoking, so I ain't trying. I don't know how professional y'all are. I ain't trying to be on camera with it
Okay, understood. Protect yourself at all times. All right.
all the
Would
time.
you advise your 16-year-old child to snitch to avoid
I'm gonna
a
tell
2-year?
him do what you believe is right.
So you
Yeah, because
wouldn't
I ain't got to
advise.
deal with the consequences.
Yeah, do what you want to do. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. But you out there, you live that life. That's what you want to do. So for me, you know the codes, you know the understanding. You make your own choice. I'm gonna just support you with whatever you do.
All right. Okay. I got a question similar, and I just had this conversation recently as well. Let's say you hop in a car with somebody, right? At this age today, 2024, we know how old we are. We ain't gotta put it out there. We hop in a car with somebody, they get pulled over, they got stuff in the car, illegal stuff. They don't want to take claim to the stuff. Would you at least say that it's not yours, or is that
I'm staring at them the whole time. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just looking at them. Even when the cops ask me questions, I'm answering my questions, staring at my mans. Straight like that. That's just how I'm staring at them the whole time. Ain't nothing to talk about. I'm gonna answer all the questions I could. I'm answer my name, yep, all that. Is this yours, sir? No. I'm staring at my mans the whole time. I'm being real and honest.
Y'all
I was in
already
a situation like that. Real talk, my first time I ever got locked up. A little quick story. I was in a situation like that. My car, my man had a bunch of weed in the back. We got pulled over and shit. Basically, long story short, that wasn't my weed, bro. He had the shit. Cops found it. So now we get to the precinct. They got all that shit on me. I'm just sitting there. I'm staring at this nigga the whole time. He kept looking at me. He talking to everyone else, not me. But every time he look over, he just see me staring at him, all 4 eyes. I got glasses. Just staring at him. I ain't saying nothing else to nobody. People asking me questions, I'm answering them, looking at him. We all chained up. I'm staring at him the whole time. A lot of you know, long story short, when he went back in that office, he came back out. That weed wasn't on my possession no more. That shit was on him. He took that shit himself. So
I always say that's why they made the Fifth Amendment, man. Don't say shit. Go talk to my lawyer, man.
Mm.
And I just want to
I
say,
ain't gotta say nothing.
in 2024, you should not even be around a motherfucker that's not gonna claim their shit anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
If a
right,
motherfucker got that trait, he should not be your man. Simple
right.
as that.
You should be in your car. You should be in his car because
No, absolutely not.
we
Because he
catch
don't
the
give a
bus and
fuck
meet each other,
about you.
nigga.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
again,
You
and
know what?
again, once we have that situation, something might have to happen. Like,
You know what? I want to go back to that 2 year bid situation with the kid. Now,
Right, bring it out.
now is it depends? I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was Urge Sleep, but one of y'all was like, "Yo, if you," I think it might have been both of y'all. Like, "Yo, if you doing something, you know that's what you're doing, then you got to eat that." I feel like we, black people, we get too caught up on that. Yo, no snitching, this and this. Nigga,
Shit.
if you not in the streets and you ain't doing no street activity and you not snitching and doing time for niggas, you not a G. You's a dumb nigga. You a goofy ass stupid nigga.
well, real talk, street niggas even say like, I know street niggas that don't give a fuck about niggas that snitch. That's not from the streets because they expect
Exactly.
that from them. Like we expect that from them. But niggas that be in the streets that be snitching, then
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
crazy. But that's my whole point of it is like unless you are involved in certain type of activities, then you shouldn't even be thinking like, oh, I don't got to do this or I don't got to do that. But to be honest, sometimes like my I want to say my point about like what speak to my lawyer is kind of the same because even if you say like even if you do tell or talk to the police or whatever and shit, them motherfuckers could twist your words and you could end up doing time anyway. So I would just tell my kid, like, listen, man, don't say shit. Tell him like, yo, I want to talk to my lawyer. I want to wait until my dad get there, and then we'll have a conversation about it anyway. Cause motherfucker, this ain't even a court case. You talking to the police? I ain't got to say shit to you. Like, fuck you. But
Right.
if we get to the proceedings and it's offered, it's like, hey, you know, give up whatever, and if you want to say what happened and shit, like if you feel comfortable saying it and you not in the street, go ahead and say that shit. You know what I mean?
Right, hold on.
Oh
If I
shit.
could,
Oh
I mean, I ain't
shit.
encouraging nothing. I'm just saying. Like,
No, I'm just listen. I ain't got no kids, but I'm just saying for all the niggas out there who not street niggas, stop living under the no snitching rule because you look mad dumb, bro. You doing 5 years and your man's out living your life, fucking your bitch. You know what I'm saying?
if I
You come
could,
home,
ladies and
you
gentlemen,
salty as hell.
hold on, if I could, let me just control the floor real quick. We have a few moments left. Actually, about 10 minutes left in this episode. It's Nothing Left to Do But One podcast, episode 58. And we got a special guest in the building. Octane, this, that, gas is in the building. What's good, brother?
Cut that special guest shit out. We family, nigga. Cut it out. Cut that shit out.
You got it, man. I want to give you an opportunity to speak to anything that you heard over the course of the show.
I just was fucking with you. I feel Sleep said it the best. I had typed that shit. At this age, if you in the car with somebody that won't claim that shit, you in the car with the wrong nigga. Like we too grown to be around them type niggas. Or
Yeah.
women or whatever. Like at this age,
Factual.
yeah, you know, like we too grown. If you in the car with that person, you making bad decisions as an adult.
what?
Because
You're
if
in the
I'm
car.
in the car, I'm telling everything. They don't even have to
She said it
fucking
all
ask.
from the jump. I already
You know,
know.
like prime example, like 2 years ago,
Never do nothing
I'm going
illegal
to
around her.
FanDuel with my man to pick up some bread he won. As soon as I got in the car, a nigga said, "Just so you know, I got 2 guns in here." I said, "Just so you know, I'm getting out this motherfucker." Like,
Get right the fuck out.
like I'm just taking a ride. I don't need to take the ride now, but I appreciate you telling
Take
me.
my own car.
Man, I got my own car, nigga, and a license. I don't
That
need
part.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely should know what's in the car. And I'm not telling my son to snitch. I can't like I'm not telling you you had to do them 2 years, little nigga, because you was dumb.
You gonna have to do some.
Feel me?
Wait, not because you was
Hold on.
down.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, make your own choice, man.
But
Either go do
sometimes,
Now,
and
Yo,
Rod,
sometimes,
your
listen,
son
it's
played
not even
football,
about.
right?
listen.
Sometimes
If
it's not
my
even about the
son
2 years
snitch,
though.
he not my son.
Well, damn.
If he
But
snitch, he not my son.
sometimes it's not about the 2 years. Sometimes it's about that record. Though. It's about getting
No,
that record on your
so
jacket.
if your son about to
Right,
go to the
right.
draft, and him taking him 2 years gonna fuck up his eligibility, he never get into the league ever
Yo,
again.
the only way he can get away with it is like Sleep said, if he was around niggas and he had nothing to do with it. But even then, you was raised to be smarter than that and to know who you around. Like, if you around questionable niggas, like, I failed somewhere and I don't feel like I failed.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I failed. I feel like I instilled the right shit in him. So did his mother. So did his. You got too many examples of relatives, uncles, cousins that's been to jail that then told you the shit not to do. So it's like at this point, if you still associate with niggas or you doing shit that can cause you to do that, you wasn't fucking listening. So you gotta wear that. There's nothing I could do. I did it for 18 years, nigga. 18 years I told you what to do and how to move. And you chose to do the opposite, wear that shit. Or snitch. And I just won't fuck with you.
Yeah. All right, now look, if I could, we have one last clip, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Rasheedah?
Yes, sir.
All right. So once again, there's nothing left to do but win podcast episode 58. Let that resonate. 58 episodes we done brought to you guys. And before we close out, we're gonna run one clip. Let everyone give a chance to speak on said clip, and then we will close out the show. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the viewership. Shout out to the YouTube viewership. Shout out to the Facebook viewership. It's always crazy. Over the numbers crazy on Facebook. I really
Right.
appreciate y'all. Rasheedah, bring out the clip. I will bring up the panel once clip is played.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just play it.
To it. Are you as freaky as your lyrics, baby? Cause them lyrics, honey, they is too much.
Sometimes,
Ooh.
you know, and being a wife, you
You're
have
a wi-
all the rights to be as freaky as you like.
Oh, that is true.
And spicy in the bedroom.
First of all, you done got married on us,
I
child,
did.
secretly.
I did.
So now that you're in this honeymoon phase, are you and your man just hunching around the house all day long?
We are.
Oh.
We are.
I definitely get that.
Yeah, we
I
are.
get that vibe. I get that you're super happy.
I am.
I am so
Internally
happy
happy.
for you.
Thank you.
It took a very long time, but guess what? Good things come to those who wait.
I truly believe that.
All right. Did you get a prenup?
I didn't.
Why not?
Because my husband brings all of his money to me. So
What?
I'm in charge. He can't spend a dime without my consent. Can't spend a dime for nothing unless it goes through me.
That's
that
what
phone
I'm talking
go to ringing
about.
up, that thing go to, I see everything.
That's what
So,
I'm
yeah.
talking about. So you always call me Mrs. Davis, Mrs. Davis. What's your Mrs.?
If I could, before I bring the men up to converse on what we just saw there, one thing I will say is a controlled man is an unhappy man. I'm gonna bring up Mike Morgan. What's up, man?
Yo, listen, man. I don't like rules. I mean, I like respect, but rules, like when it gets too crazy, nah, I'm good. I'm good off that.
Let's bring up Irk. We got Irk in the building as well. Everyone's back up. Everyone is back up, right? All participating panelists are up. Anyone like to speak to what we just saw? Go ahead, Rado.
Yeah. I don't know her situation. I don't live in a household. I think she's a fucking liar. I think she's lying. My nigga, like,
I think she's lying.
it just don't even sound like, come on now, like, a nigga don't spend a dime unless you got a child or a husband. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to talk to her like that, but like, come the fuck on. You got a child or a husband. I can't spend a dime unless it go through you. Yeah, she's lying.
And he makes the money.
I don't know.
He makes the money, but he have to wait for her to tell her he can spend it.
Imagine
To be clear, hold on one second. Wait, one
Can I
second.
get a haircut?
Hold on. To be clear, what she was saying was he gives his money to her, and every time something is spent, it goes, she gets a notification on her phone. That's what she meant, not that he
No,
had to
Rasheedah,
specifically ask her.
Rasheedah.
In any event,
Hold
that
on,
was
Ryder.
some
Let her finish. Let her finish.
I would never, not even if that's how my household is run, I would never come on a public platform and tell everybody that my husband is a bitch. Never, not ever.
So did you just
Never.
did you like women explain it to us? Because fuck what she
Yeah.
meant. I know what she said. She said that nigga can't spend a dime unless it
That's
go
what
through
she
her.
said. And all I'm saying is,
She gave us definitions.
if that's the case, nobody needed to know that. Like, nobody needed to know that. You just got on Michelle Obama's internet and called that man a bitch to the entire world. Do you know how his friends looking at him for the rest of his life now?
But she felt.
They probably already know.
Hey yo! She felt so empowered because they tapped fingers. Like,
yeah, and she was just like, and Keisha K.O. was just like, yeah. Why would you ever want to
we know
embarrass your
that Gucci
husband
man
like
ain't doing that. We know Gucci ain't doing that.
Gucci ain't with that. You know for a fact Gucci ain't with that. I feel
So
like
I don't know why she tapped fingers.
Yeah.
You know why she did? I'm gonna tell you exactly why she did. I'm gonna tell you why she did. Because it's not like that for her. That's the way she would like it to be for her. I heard her say that nigga give her an allowance. So that's why she applauded that, because what woman wants to get an allowance? You're telling me what I can have.
She got her own bread though, so her allowance is probably just extra bread outside of her own bread.
She also probably brings him peace.
Yeah, she took and she made Gucci money while he was locked up. She on a whole different level.
Yeah,
like,
hold
did.
Yo, hold on. You know what I just thought was crazy? Trina just and she telling a nigga how to she telling nigga got to tell her when to spend his money, right? But I'm thinking, imagine a chick who done had Trick Daddy tongue in her mouth telling me what to do with my money, bro. Like, nah, man, that's crazy. Like, I feel like I've seen.
I mean, that was 20-something years ago.
I don't care when it was.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, I did. Hey, if Trina would have said that to me, I'd have told her, you don't know that nigga that's going to do that, bitch.
You don't know that
nigga that's going to do that.
But to be honest, I've seen relationships like this, but not with the man. It's normally the wife gives the money over, and
keep it safe.
they have like
right?
a joint account, or it's his account or whatever. I've seen this a couple of times with women. In the reverse role, never. But then again, we're in a new generation, and you don't know the type of nigga this dude is. He probably into that, like, I want to be a more submissive guy or whatever.
Nigga,
or maybe he don't know how to manage his money. He may not be good at managing his money.
Bitch.
No, I'm
saying. Explain it away.
No, but I'm saying he may not be good at managing his money, because some niggas know how to make money, but they can't manage this shit. So it's like, all right, let me just give it to her. And then it's not, I don't know, like, she didn't really say, like, this nigga got an allowance, but it's
she was lying because she didn't expect that prenup question. That prenup question fucked her up.
Hold on. To be serious, I get what Mike's saying, though. I get what he's saying.
Final thoughts.
I'm saying, no, I get what Mike's saying. Mike, but he's trying to say, like, you got some dudes that just, like, for me, instead of him spending his money on what he want to spend it on, he want to invest it in the future. So yeah, no bank. He'll put it, like, just tell his wife to hold on to it. The shit she talking did sound weird, but it is guys that will, like, invest with their money with their wives. They, like bro said, get a joint account and all that shit. And most times she'll have the account info. So here, like, even couples that work together, that have businesses together, I'm 100% sure. I'm sorry, like, the men know the money, but who does all the paperwork and most of the shit? The wife.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And you know what? I understand what you're saying, but that's not what this interview gave. This interview gave, he giving all his money to me and he got to ask. And every time he spend it, I see it and I got to approve it. Like, that's what I got from this. Now, and I do understand that, because back in the day, that did happen a lot of times. The man would go out and make the money, bring it home to the wife. The wife would pay the bills and make sure everything was straight. But that's not what this gave. This gave like this nigga a bitch, and he can't do nothing unless I approve it. And that ain't it. That ain't it.
Now,
Uh-uh.
now, if I could, do y'all feel like she just couldn't freestyle fast enough to find something legit to say because that prenup question kind of just came out of nowhere? You know, I mean, I feel like that was just like a defense mechanism because she probably like, oh shit, I did not get a prenup. This guy's entitled to everything. I don't know much about the situation, but I put it to you like this: if it is true, he's gonna get clowned so heavily in his inner circle of family.
What?
Because of that. I'll say
I
that.
would assume that they know already. I don't think this is like a secret or something that she would just.
It
I'm
ain't a
going.
secret
Well, damn
no
it,
more.
they didn't
They
know.
have
They
to
know
know.
now. They know now.
All
And
right,
what was
y'all.
that
People who
interview?
live like that, they don't. It's not like a secret to them because they don't give a fuck. Like they don't have the same hangups that people who have like who don't do that do. Like to them, they don't. They think it's perfectly normal. They don't think like anything's wrong with it. Like when I heard, I'm like, yo, you ain't got your own bank account? Like, nah, why would I? I'm like, all right.
All right. Well, without further ado, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Mike Morgan. Shout out to Taylor. Sorry, let me bring Irk back up here for a second. Yo, Irk, you there, bro?
I'm here.
Can we? We can't see you, but look, can we expect to get you back up on this? Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know what it is. Just let
This
me know.
young man said, I was so
Yo, I'm clipping that, bro. Yo, it's been a pleasure to have you
Y'all
come on.
funny.
Bro.
Oh
I look
my
forward to having you
God.
back. I'm gonna tap in with you, bro. You still making music?
No.
We gotta get back to that. You know what I'm saying we'll get back to that.
No.
Yo, we
My
appreciate
time mostly, I invest most of my time. I apologize. I invest most of my time now in coaching, bro.
Yeah, that's why the
Coaching
interview.
youth football. That's my thing.
All right, man. Well, look, man, I'm about to close out, man. Mike Morgan, appreciate you for coming up, brother. As usual, like we usually do. We're going to give y'all an update on Keep It On Wax next time. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Serial unaliver.
Serial Unaliver. Rado the boss in the building, a.k.a. Octane is that gas. We got some unfinished business as well. We'll let the people know about it when we figure something out as far as the beats is concerned, man. Thank you for letting us know, brother. Thank you. And, of course, Rahseedah, the one who's been inspiring me to get back out on the airways. I appreciate you. Thank you for rocking the ladies' night. It's been popping off. And
Listen.
yeah, I
And
appreciate
the next time, you and I are going to have a conversation and you're going to take your glasses off and you're going to stare at us directly. And we're going to get to know you a little better.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of you just asking us questions. We're going to get to know you a little better.
I appreciate that. So yeah, we have the Chaotic Flame interview coming soon as well. I'm excited and nervous about that. But as we approach our legendary 1 hour, 30-minute mark, I'm going to close out here with the track I produced called Dead Sea. This has been Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast episode 58. And I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Burn the cinders.